Hey, how's it going? What's happening? I'm MJ. I'm the founder of All to Love. All to Love, everybody. Come on. We need to love each other more. And not that kind of love. Universal love. Like the universal love that just the backbone of all creation kind of vibratory. Like, do you know? Do you get it? Do you understand that we need more love in this world? My God. God. It's just all fighting and division and yet here we are. If we're alive, fantastic, holla Shazam. If you're not alive, you're probably not listening to this right now. So I'm a genius. Not so much on that level, but intuitively I listened to Intuish Mega Supreme. My path clearly showed me that if I don't listen to intuition, life will be shit, and I will probably be very, very unhealthy, possibly not alive at this point. As in, I have experienced firsthand just denying the intuitive voice, ending up in dangerous situations, or ending up in patterns that get worse and worse and worse until intuition has given up at that point. It's circumstantial life that, fires you out the hole kind of thing. I'm going to pull some cards. I like to do these daily tarot readings. I've been doing them for almost 5 years now, with the occasional break. Most internet people, entrepreneur people know it's impossible. You can't take a break. As soon as you take a break, the algorithmic whatever stops. So there's a momentum being built over here. I'm also setting up some local events, which I'm super duper excited about. There's an amazing store called Sunshine and Snow in a place called Biddeford, UK. I've ended up in this beautiful little pocket of the world called North Devon. I've been traveling really since I was 19 years old, and I'm Canadian originally. And North Devon is the first place in all of my travels that I got rerouted. As in, I left, was like, okay, life, now what? And then life kind of forcefully threw me back. Didn't throw me back, actually. Life circumstances invited me back. And because I'm vocation oriented or calling oriented, I was called to come back and teach some yoga, which is the original reason I came down to this part of the world anyway. So, hi, thank you, yoga, hala hala. You teach best what you most need to learn. Have you heard that expression before? You teach best what you most need to learn. So it's like, I just embrace it, Yeah, teaching yoga is a beautiful thing. That is all. That is all I have to say on that. If you're still with me, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. This is the card I pulled for the theme of the day. I just looked up the clock. It's 3:33. Uranus is all about change. So, change, my lovers. I think some change might be coming in for us. Let's see. So it's Monday, right? It's Monday, May 13th. We'll see what other energies we get. We'll look at it as a timestamp for when you see this reading. It could be for the next few days, just today, yesterday, à demain, I don't know. And, or like the week ahead. Oh, bugger it. The change is coming, but most of you are not going to see it coming. It's going to come out the woodwork, as in it's going to come out the dark. Yeah, it will be liberating though. This is part of this whole game of life, is that we're trying to shapeshift our perspective to see growth and or evolution, to see positive evolutionary aspects come through personal pain and suffering that we alchemize in the light of our awareness for the good of all. Did you understand that? I hope so. If you didn't, don't worry about it. You're good. This is interesting. From the last few weeks, there's an energetic shift. So I'm also somebody, because of the path I'm living and have lived, kind of like what I was just talking about, was that, you know, for a lot of us, the pain and suffering in the world really has been alchemical transformational tool to be guided to like, what's going to be helpful for the planet, you know, rather than just making more money or becoming like whatever. And I mean, money is part of how we all survive here, annoyingly, but like that's how it goes. So it's not a diss on the monies. It's, again, more to do with a paradigm, which is a set of kind of beliefs that we uphold as a civilization or as a people. In my suspicion is that the paradigm that has been is no longer taking us forward. We're up leveling our perspectives. We're changing our value systems, i.e., like you'll see in TikTok, mainly TikTok, but there's a real rising of blocking celebrities and people being really unfussed. Like, and then I had a thought about, well, you know, because there was a time or a day where it was like a celebrity or a movie star or a musician, they were known for their music. Like we loved them for their music and their talent. And maybe I'm wrong, but nowadays it's all like crossing over where all these celebrities, and then I'm also thinking about like there's a whole world of celebrity that they're not musicians, they're not actors, they're not performers, they're not entertainers. Like they just, I guess you could say they're entertainers, absolutely, but they're just famous. Oh, but that was the thing, is that these celebrity world now, they're all like, they all have businesses and brands. So now we have just this like merging of famous celebrity people who are also entrepreneurs and, you know, pushing products onto people, which I don't, you know, inherently don't have an ish with, but it's just this big old money-making marketing machine rather than any purity of love when it comes to artistry. And I think that's what's destabilizing that industry and the stronghold that industry might have once had on music and art and performance art. One, the kind of, a lot of the veils are coming down. Hello, moon card. And also the heart of humanity, heart chakra, hala, is changing, i.e. we're becoming more integrated whole beings. So heart chakra is a big part of it, you know, listening to our heart. There was a little insight that came through. Was it the moon card? I don't... either way, this week is presenting as a change for the collective. Yeah, leap it back early on, stories like wanting, so recognize intuitive messages, you know, that we're all one, that there's an essential teaching within that concept. So when we have a pure heart for the good of all, it's that these messages are fairly broad, obviously, for general readings, but they're tuning into a collective story, right? So we all have our little individual stories, and yet there are times, just like when we read in our history books, that our individual lives like merge with a kind of collectivized story that is meant to change us all. Okay, so like we have the Pluto energy that's changing the game, and we have the Pluto in Libra energy, like myself, who are breaking down the old concept of relationship, romantic relationship, marriage, and otherwise, right? So I kind of think that some of that breakdown also is what's sort of penetrating into the whole, sorry, into the whole gender realm. Although I still see that as somewhat of a kind of polarized swing. Because I just think with a loving heart, you accept people and you want to listen to people and understand people. It's just that simple. Rather than like, I don't know, like where do we all belong? I don't know. Let's get just a few more little cards here for clarity. There are new beginnings coming in, but again, it's like this change is going to stir everything up for you, okay? these are seeds you've planted, and it's like allowing things to grow. I do think for some of you, Empress Reverse is making me think that you're going to have to look after yourselves, keep looking after yourselves. I know that might seem almost a bit foolish, but it's legit real. No, as in my observation anyway, like there's a lot of this deep inner work stuff that like no one is going to hold your hand to do it. And it very much is an earnest choice that we make within ourselves about like how we gonna live this life. You know, are we gonna sacrifice ourselves? Are we gonna deny our heart's call? Are we gonna make money, and then do awesome stuff with it? You know, and there again, I think is part of the kickback on the internet by people that are not relatable or completely delusional. And certainly there's a lack of sensitivity, I think, that people are witnessing in, again, that kind of celebrity worship culture. That lack of sensitivity is triggering people into not wanting anything to do with the industry itself, and or the denial piece. And of course there's a fracture in our society. There's the distribution of wealth has gone way out of whack. There's just too much suffering for people to sort of authentically enjoy fashion parades. That's my 2 cents. Holla Shazam. Have a great day, May 13th. I hope it's a good one. Change is coming. We'll continue to pull cards as the week goes on. I will be starting the monthly, so June monthly readings are coming out. I'm coming up, so you better get the party started. What up? I'm gonna leave it there. It's a joy to be here with all of you. Thank you for being my internet friends. Thank you for supporting All to Love. This was sent by one of my longest standing internet friends, like circa 20. Oh my gosh, I almost want to say 14. Rochelle, thank you. Smells good. It's a little bath bomb. But like, how fun are my friends just sending me a little bit of sunshine, sending me a little bit of rainbow. Like, these are my birthday presents from my Patreons, you know? It's like lucky girl time. And then this is going to be useful in the summertime. I already need it. It's too hot. But I love it. It's not. Don't say that. Don't say that, please. Sun, stay. Have a wonderful day. Lots of love, you guys.